Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Here's your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. In today's video, I will be sharing how the Earned Income Tax Credit will help millions of Americans financially and how soon we should expect to see another stimulus payment from the government. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Currently, President Biden is seeking Republican cooperation for an infrastructure package. However, some Democratic lawmakers say the president should be prepared to go it alone if a deal does not materialize quickly. The White House wants to see counteroffers to President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure plan by the middle of this month. According to a person familiar with the negotiations, if progress isn't being made by the Memorial Day, officials will reassess their strategy of trying to build bipartisan support. Some moderate Democrats insist on cutting a deal, and other lawmakers worry that would be a dead end that would burn valuable time. So what do you think, everyone? Should Democrats even bother trying to gain Republican support, or should they just pass a plan through the budget reconciliation process? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So far, Republicans have proposed a slimmer $568 billion package. Some GOP lawmakers say they wonder whether the White House is willing to limit a bill to narrow measures like roads and bridges while cutting out pieces they oppose, like elder care subsidies. Aides from members of Congress on both sides of the aisle say they fear that the other side may not be negotiating in good faith. The good news is that if Democrats unify behind a proposal, they could use a budget process to pass the legislation through the Senate without any Republican support, just like they did with the $1 trillion stimulus relief package. President Biden spoke Thursday by phone with Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito. Both sounded upbeat, Capito said. It was a constructive discussion, and Biden described it as a good conversation and invited her to the White House. Let's decide what are they prepared to consider in terms of what constitutes infrastructure, how much of it, and then we can talk about how to pay for it if we get to the point that we actually have a real number. If it's like the last time, they come in with 1/4 or 1/5 of what I'm asking, and they say, that's a final offer, then that's a no-go for me. White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain said Sunday that Senator Capito and several other Republicans would be invited to the White House this week. I'm glad to hear that the Biden administration and his officials have been meeting with lawmakers. White House officials have said the efforts are expected to ratchet up this week. The White House has already held at least 415 phone calls or meetings with members of Congress, congressional chiefs of staff, and staff directors from both parties. They have completed at least 24 Senate and House committee staff level briefings that were bipartisan or Republican only. This coming May 12th, President Biden will meet with the top Republican and Democratic leaders from the House and Senate. We can expect to see a lot of negotiating very soon. The Earned Income Tax Credit is a refundable tax credit that is aimed at low and moderate income workers. The Earned Income Tax Credit reduces the amount of taxpayers owe, or can be even collected as a refund. The maximum credit that taxpayers without children can claim will increase in 2021 from $538 to just over $1,500. But you have to file a tax return in order to receive that credit.
The reason I'm bothering to do this is I keep hearing on the press Biden's going to raise your taxes. Anybody making less than $400,000 a year will not pay a single penny in taxes. And we will not increase the deficit either, unlike the last gigantic tax cut, which increased the deficit by $2 trillion. It's about balancing the system and growing the economy. It would mean wealthy investors no longer pay lower marginal tax rates than their secretary pays, the secretary in their office. Do you want to know what that would do? That would take that money and extend the life-changing middle-class tax cut and put it in place for American Rescue Plan and expand child care tax credit to, I mentioned earlier, that's $1,700 in the pockets of family with 2 kids, for now through 2025. Look, just closing these loopholes by taxing investment income at the same rate as wages for the wealthiest Americans would have enough to extend this again through 2025. So I ask again, is it more important to keep these tax loopholes for millionaires? They're good people, they're not bad folks. Or would we rather put $7,200 in the pockets of working moms and dads every year if they have 2 children? Folks, trickle-down economics has never worked. For too long, we've had an economy that gives every break in the world to the folks who need it the least. It's time to grow the economy from the bottom up and the middle out. We can choose to give hard-working families a break, a tax break in effect.
So another question is, what are the eligibility requirements for a childless worker? The basic requirements to claim the Earned Income Tax Credit on a 2020 tax return is that you and your spouse are both filing jointly, must have a valid Social Security number, be a U.S. citizen or a resident alien all year, and you also must show proof of earned income and have investment income below $3,650 in the tax year you claim the credit. You must also have your main home in the United States for more than half of the year. You cannot be claimed as a qualifying child on anyone else's tax return and be at least 25 years old and under 65 years old at the end of the tax year. If you are a childless worker wanting to claim the credit, you must have both earned income and adjusted gross income less than $15,820 for individuals. The IRS said that many families will also be receiving advance payments on the child tax credit starting this July. The American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 expands the tax credit for 2021 only. According to the Internal Revenue Service, here is what is expanded credit means. The credit for qualifying children is fully refundable, which means that taxpayers can benefit from the credit, even if they do not have earned income or do not owe any income taxes. The credit will also include children who turn age 17 in 2021. Taxpayers may receive part of their credit in 2021 before filing their 2021 tax return. Before the American Rescue Plan, the child tax credit amount was up to $2,000 per qualifying child under the age of 17. So this relief provision will help millions of families that are struggling because of this crisis. That is the end of the video, everyone. I hope you found this video extra helpful today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to answer any questions that you may have. And please don't forget to enter the $75 Amazon gift card giveaway by subscribing to my channel, sharing and liking this video, and also leaving a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Tuesday.